Morning everyone, it's day 17, it's the 28th of April, it's Tuesday, featuring bed hair. Hope you all had a good first day of week 4 yesterday. Looks like you've made a flying start as usual. I enjoyed emailing out all of your feedback to you yesterday. Check your emails, parents, if you've not spotted it yet. And have a look, guys, for the House Cup winners that were announced yesterday on our podcast. Spoiler alert! Congratulations to Welland for another win. Tight, narrow win over Chater in second, which makes Welland now 2-1 up ahead of Gouache, and Chater yet to get off the mark. So let's hope for Chater, see if you can pull it out of the bag this week. So check that video last night. I've also just put up and uploaded 2 videos from Mr. Coin. Lesson 1, part 1, is the bear crawl challenge. Your challenge is to see how quickly you can bear crawl. Send me a video, send Mr. Coin and I a video. The quickest bear challenge wins. Person with the best technique who can go for the longest and things like that. So we'll make a judgment of the best videos from that. And part 2 is the last one standing challenge. In a press-up position where you have to knock the other person down and see if you can do it. Maybe you could do that with your brother or your sister or your mum or your dad and have fun with that. But please stay safe. Send me some videos, and those who we feel are the best at it may get a prize at the end. So check out the PE challenges that are on there this week. And have fun with them. I've looked at the weather today. Gosh, really wet outside. Louis really doesn't fancy it out there today. Extremely wet. It looks like it's one of the worst days in terms of weather we've had so far. We've been really lucky, haven't we? But it looks like it's getting a little bit damp this week, and particularly today. Right, today's learning. Let's have a look. As usual, guys, spelling frame, you've got a range of ones to do there. Mrs. Bassett's group's looking at volume of cuboids today. Mrs. Fox's group's looking at comparing measurements. And my group are continuing to convert measurements. Converting measures. So again, you might need to use the decimal point in there. Use that as a full stop on your keypad to convert those measures. Remember our working through in our lists. If you're not sure, look in your SATs books, that might be helpful. Just to check and remember how you're doing that method on converting measures. No one needs a calculator today. Mrs. Bassett's group is then doing some enriched activities tomorrow, which are going to be a bit different, so looking forward to that tomorrow. Your activity 7 is grammar and sentence work from the Talk for Writing booklet. And that's all to do today with a range of different activities you've got to do. First one, activity A, is pattern of 3. Fisher uses the pattern of 3 actions in a sentence to advance the action and inject a sense of pace into her writing. This helps to balance description, action and dialogue. A pattern of 3 actions. We've done something similar to this, haven't we? The keeper hung his lantern on a nail, took the key from a dirty string around his neck and fitted it into the keyhole. So in one sentence we're looking for 3 actions. Turned, tugged, push, stepped, handed, jerked. 3 actions. As you can see, they've been separated. Each clause here has been separated by a comma. And your challenge is to come up with 3 of your own sentences using that. Next one, semicolon and independent clauses. Now, I just want you to be careful with this because I'm not overly happy with how this has been written. Because we've talked before about the idea of a semicolon meaning and or but, and a colon means because. Here, they've talked about a semicolon in both sentences uses it rather than a joining word like because. Yeah, we know that semicolon links together 2 clauses that are closely related in the same theme, but I just want you to make sure that you follow that rule through that we've talked about. And but with a semicolon and a colon for because. Okay? And you can create a few of your own sentences that you know how to do that. You can create a couple with semicolons, a couple with colons, using the rule that and but and because. And answer this question, in your opinion, why has she made this choice and what impact does it have on the reader? I think that's important for us to understand that. And finally, you're going to look at adverbs, roving reporters. In the sentence below, the adverb slowly is used to describe how the man enters the room. Adverbs are like roving reporters. They can be moved around the sentence. They can be moved around. You can see slowly is at the end of the section there on B, at the front under C, just before the end, and in the middle on D. By changing the position of the adverb, we can often either alter the meaning or add emphasis in a sentence. And it's nice to have that variation as well, and it's not repetitive for the reader. Try playing around with the adverb in the sentence below, cautiously. Where could you put cautiously in the sentence? Let's have 2 or 3 different examples that you can do. Sadly, could that appear in different ones there as well? Okay, so there you go. There's your activity to do today. And you're continuing your project work when we've talked about the idea of light. Not great today in terms of looking outside for light, but I've given you the example of a periscope if you wanted to do that. If you wanted to create your own map with mirrored lines and show it hitting a target, that's a really good way of doing that as well. Have a look at the PowerPoints, look at the presentations. Let's see how you can really demonstrate your understanding of how light travels and is reflected when it hits a mirror, for example. How does it bounce off, at what angle? How are we able to see round corners, for example? Periscope, how does it work? If you want to do a sketch of a periscope, that's fine as well. And just an explanation, you could draw it in a World War II bunker or World War I bunker like we've talked about before. That might be quite good. Okay guys, well I look forward to speaking to some more of your parents today. I've got 5 or 6 people I'm speaking to today. I look forward to that. Check your feedback once again for your house points and all your bits and any videos you want to see. Have a look at the PE challenges, guys. And as usual, the quiz is coming out on Thursday. Other than that, it's looking like a good day. I know it's not going to be too much fun going outside, so make sure you crack on and do what you can. You can do those challenges inside, actually, I think, as well. So look forward to it, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. It's flowers out, guys. Bye-bye for now.